Good evening, fellow punters. Mickey D back with you here at 5 to 7. It says on the clock, with two for tomorrow. Hopefully they run better than the two today. I picked JBY for good ground, and had a busy day with red tape for a bus assistant, and between everything, checked in at one stage and I seen a team in rain in Kimpton, and I said, oh, and that's what it proved. That's a horse that likes good. I think that's what happened Galvin actually last Saturday. Galvin is a good ground horse, and the going description was soft. I think that's what happened. I didn't see any other excuse with the Breeders' Cup on that. If anyone did, please pin it in the comments there for me. Couple of newcomers on the bus: Ian Beswick in Manchester and Sean, Shaun. No idea of surname or anything else about him. You're welcome. If I missed anyone, I'll try and look back. I had a busy day today, as I was saying. So, as well, is there anybody out there that knows a lot about the weather for the winter coming up? The going today now was a big factor. I don't know the geography of a lot of the tracks in England. If someone could volunteer to be the weather man for the bus, or woman, you can't say weatherman now, can you? You have to say weather person, I suppose, and you could get the head 80. But anyway, we'll call them the weather person. No, the weatherman. Anyway, if someone wants to volunteer, two for tomorrow. I'll disappear first. Isn't that the way you do it? There you go. One for the road. That's a good ground horse as well. The last time it ran at that's the field. It's a 7-year-old. It's rated 135, but decent enough horse. The last time it ran was at 2 miles 4, and it had run all its other races at 2 miles, and it's back to 2 miles again. Had a good run last year there behind Surprise Package and Anna Benina in the Scottish champion hurl. It gave a good bit of weight that day, and it ran very well the last time, but it just tied up, I thought, in the last couple of furlongs, and I thought back at 2 mile tomorrow. It opened up 130 earlier. It's 2-1 with the green bookie. It's gone in actually now to 9-4 there with one more for the road. I think we'll go 2-point win with one more for the road with Bet365 there. Boom Bon, it'll probably chase it home, I hope. Hope it's not in front of it anyway. The 7:30 at Chelmsford is a Class 2, 1 mile 2 race. There's one for the Sheiks there, the boys in blue, Charlie Appleby, Natural World. That's a lightly raced horse. I'd say what they're doing is they're trying to get to see does it go on the surface, and they'll probably bring it to Dubai. But it won first time out. It bet Ottoman Fleet, and that's rated 109 now. Then it was behind New London, went off favourite for the Ledger. It ran well the last time, and it just, Doyle wasn't too busy on it because the other one, stable companion, Warren Point, was up front and set sail for home. And if you look back at the video, he came up along and he sort of eased off. There is a strong enough favourite in it. Let's check the betting. Chichester. There's money for Natural World. That was 130 earlier. So that's gone into 11-4 now and 9-4. Chichester hasn't won for about 18 months or that. It has been ran I think 8 times on the surface on the Goo, and it has only won once at 5 places. I thought Natural World might be classy enough. If we could have a 2-point win on each of them and a pint double. I seldom do that, so let's hope it's lucky. There's a horse there tomorrow then that we backed before, but you can see up in the right hand corner there, soft to heavy in places, and that's a hard target, and it has never ran on the ground. It should have won a couple of races back, but that was at 2 miles 4, and I said at the time, I bet you they'll bring it back and trip. They did the last time, but I prefer if this was 2 miles 2 actually, but it was 6th the last time, and it didn't get the best of a ride that time. But I thought they're paying 5 places, and I'm not sure about the sire Conduit either. Emancipator won on heavy ground when it was with Donny Hassett. That's with it's the Terence O'Brien now. Yeah, that's a strong favourite. But for anyone that might want to back hard target, we'll see how the ground is tomorrow. It's an each way price. It's not a great race. You can see a lot of them there. There's a lot of duck eggs. There's plenty of duck eggs. So maybe half a pint each way just to see how things go tomorrow. Anyway, uh, that's them. It's over 6 minutes. I've enough talked. I'll write them up in the description. Bash the bookies, over and out.